Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Top hater excuses for Canelo Alvarez versus Dimitri Bivol. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Canelo Alvarez is set to face Dimitri Bivol next. And the interesting thing is, this is an elite, undefeated, prime opponent. And yet Canelo Alvarez, no matter how this fight ends, will be criticized. Haters will come up with any and every excuse to discredit this man, to talk down on this man. And we're going to expose those top excuses before they happen. And let's break it down. And the first excuse is, if Canelo Alvarez wins a decision victory against Dimitri Bivol, the haters will say it was a robbery. They're going to say Dimitri Bivol was robbed. They will never give Canelo Alvarez a decision victory over Dimitri Bivol without calling it a robbery. That is the first hater excuse. The next hater excuse, if Canelo Alvarez loses to Dimitri Bivol, they will say he was exposed. They will say this proves he's overrated. This proves that Canelo Alvarez was ducking Charlo, Andre, and Benavidez. This proves that Canelo Alvarez can't compete with any of those guys. And that's one of the dumbest statements I would ever hear, but you see that these are the narratives they use when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. Now here's how stupid the narrative is. How are you exposed fighting an elite, undefeated, prime world champion? You're not. Don't be stupid. But let's get to the next hater excuse. If Canelo Alvarez versus Dimitri Bivol is a draw, they will say he paid off the judges. These guys have an excuse ready for literally every scenario you can think of. If Canelo Alvarez knocks out Dimitri Bivol, they'll say he's on steroids. These haters got an excuse long as their asshole for everything Canelo Alvarez does. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.